Welcome back, children. This is our fourth video for chapter 9, Tourism, Transport and Communication. And today we are studying the transport of Brazil, or transport means or transport routes in Brazil. Okay, now though this map is not there for drawing or for reading in 2020-21, but we will go through it because understanding this map will help you to understand the entire transport system of Brazil. So I would advise you not to skip this map, not to skip this activity, but to go through it not for examination point of view, but to understand the entire transport system of Brazil. Now the first question is, which means of transport are seen in the map? We have studied various means of transport in the 9th standard, like roadways, railways, airways and waterways. And here in the map you need to look at the index. In the index you have major roads shown with continuous line, then you have dotted lines showing you the other roads. So a lot of other roads are seen here, dash 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 dash. Okay, so there are lots of roads that you see everywhere. Either they are major roads or these other roads which are shown with tiny dots or tiny dashes. And then we have railways. Railways now mainly are shown with a line and little railway tracks on it. Okay, so here we have, for example, a railway track showing here. Then also in the eastern part here you have a little railway track. Okay, so that is railways. Then you have the ports, that is airports shown with aeroplanes, and water ports shown with anchor mark. Now here if you look, okay, sorry, so here you find a little anchor mark. Okay, just a minute. Here for example you find the anchor mark. Again in Rio de Janeiro you find the anchor mark. So these are mainly the port region, that is the seaport region or waterway regions. So Brazil has roadways or roads, railways, airports as well as the seaports. Which means of transport has a denser network? We have seen mostly it's covered by major roads and other roads. So roadways are mostly dense in Brazil. Which highway can be seen prominently? You have the Trans-Amazonian Highway. And which two places does it connect? It connects Brasilia here, okay, to this part here, and that is, I cannot see well here in this map, it is Cruzeiro do Sol. Okay, Cruzeiro do Sol, this part here. So this is the major highway, the Trans-Amazonian Highway, which is seen in the map. Then what could be the reason for development of railways? Mainly in the southeast. Now southeast region, Sao Paulo region here, there are a lot of railway lines that are shown in this region. The main reason is because the density of population is high. There is a lot of development. There is industrialization that has taken place. Okay, and better topography. All these conditions are necessary for development of railways. You cannot have railways on plateaus or mountains. It's easier to have it on a proper topography. Then in which part of Brazil do you see lesser development of transport networks, and what could be the reason? Naturally it will be in the Amazon catchment area as well as in the Amazon rainforest, and that is in the north. Even the northern part of Brazil hardly has any other major routes of transport. So northern part of Amazon river basin as well as the Amazon rainforest, and of course little part of the west, that is where the Pantanal wetland is located. Okay, and why? Because of highly inaccessible dense forests that are situated here. There is less population, less development, less industrialization. So coming to the major parts, I think we finished this. Yes. So coming to the major transport routes or transport systems of Brazil, one is roadways. Roadways are most common means of transport in Brazil, and it occupies almost half of the transport system of Brazil. Okay, so roadways are the most important ways here, but density of road is concentrated mainly in the eastern part of Brazil. More of other roads that you see here in the eastern part Okay, and southern part, Sao Paulo region also has, but eastern part here has maximum amount of roadways. Then coming to a give reason, development of transport routes are limited in the north and in the west of Amazon. What could be the reason? We just spoke about it. The northern part is covered by the catchment area of the Amazon River. Region has the dense Amazon rainforest, so highly inaccessible forest region. This region in the north and in the west has low population. Region is far from development, no industrialization, etc. Railways give reason. Railways are not well developed in Brazil, also again because most of the Brazilian part is a plateau region and it's not easy to construct railways on the plateau. So Brazil is mainly made up of highlands, okay, with uneven topography. So railway transport for passengers is there, especially in the Sao Paulo area and connecting Brazil and other tourist places. However, railways are cheaper in Brazil but not much developed because of the highlands. Next is the waterways. The waterways also are not much developed in Brazil with the exception of the Amazon River. Okay, Amazon River is navigable right from the western end. Okay, right from the western end here, that is in Peru region, right up till the mouth of the river in the east. So from the west in Peru, okay, I think the place is Iquitos in Peru, right up till the mouth of the river in the east. So that's about waterways, mostly restricted to Amazon River in Brazil. Here it is developed on commercial basis. So Amazon is navigable right through its length from west. That is, boats ply from Iquitos in Peru. Now this could be a fill in the blanks. Iquitos in Peru right up to the mouth of the river Amazon in the east. This is the longest navigable waterways in the entire world. About 3,700 kilometers is navigable. Another navigable river is in the south, which is Parana River. Besides these, there are not many other rivers that are navigable. And airways is hardly developed in Brazil. Contribution of airways is very limited in Brazil. If you look at the map, there are hardly any airports in Brazil considering the vast area of Brazil. Okay, now think about it. This is also not for 2021, but it is related to what we have just studied. Which factors are responsible for development of transport in Brazil? For that instance, it can be for any country. Okay, good topography, no much of drainage in between, or if rivers come in between, then only waterways is possible. Density of population also is another factor which affects transport. Then development of a region, industrialization and tourist attractions. These are some of the reasons on which the development of transport routes is concentrated. Which means of transport could be used in Brazil given its topography and drainage. Considering the vast number of rivers, north flowing rivers and the highlands, the topography of Brazil, the only best ways could be airways, flying over the rivers, flying over the mountains and the highlands, and of course many rivers are there, especially flowing towards north, which can be used for transport routes. Okay, so we end here. In the next video I will take India and transport. Till then, take care, God bless you, keep studying, thank you.